Hello folks, Bronco Bob here with Texas Best Used Motorcycles right here in Mansfield, Texas. I'm here today to show you a really nice 1968 Jeep Commando. This is the four-wheel drive. And I just kind of want to show you the good points and the bad points. We got it on Bring a Trailer right now and we've had some good questions. But it does have a brand new set of bias ply D-Stone mud tires. They're the correct size that it would have had back in the day. The traction is good. The only drawback when they're cold and you start driving it, they bump a little bit. It's got the upgraded worn locking hubs, and then it's got the sticker on the dash to go along with it. This left front fender is in good shape. It's solid. It does have a dent right here on the front, on these two places here. It's got the original welt, the little cloth strip that separates the grille from the hood, something you used to see on the older cars. Also has the original insulation under the hood, which normally that's long gone. It's powered by the Dauntless V-6, which is actually a Buick designed engine. It's the odd fire. Still got the original Jeep Dauntless V6 decal. The serial number tag is attached to the firewall, and they actually used Phillips head screws back then. This is a very solid Jeep with very minimal rust. It's got the Jeep logo here on the front. Looks like a new radiator cap. And somebody wrote -34. This Jeep lived most of its life in Colorado and Kansas. When we got it, we changed the oil. It has an oil bath air cleaner, so you basically just change the oil in the air cleaner. Kind of interesting. But this is believed to be the original mileage on this truck. I'll start it up and let you hear it. It's a very smooth running V6, never been rebuilt or overhauled, just maintained and tuned up. The factory wiring you can see is in very good shape, and you can see that little grease pencil marking, that's from the factory. It's got the little paint trim code tag still intact, and I don't know what this little stamped R is. It's probably some inspection point at the factory. Pretty original. Got the original Jeep Commando emblems on it, the V6 emblem. The rubber is good around the windows. The paint is original, but it's old and it's faded on the hood. The top, the paint is pretty good. It's got a few little places where it's rubbed off. On this strip right here, some of the seam sealer has chipped away over the years. It's got a little surface rust underneath it. The floor pans in this are excellent. There's a place on the rear I'll show you here in a little bit. Not really sure what this is. I've kind of pushed it and it pops in and then it pops back out. I do want to show you, earlier the radio wasn't working. Now it is working.
X-ray guided procedure. Place a cushion.
I'm just not sure if maybe the tubes in there get hot and then it quits working. See, this popped out. Maybe somebody can chime in. I don't know if that's a cigarette lighter. Oh, that's exactly what it is. Okay. Just looks strange. In the glove box, you've already seen it's got some time capsule supplies in there, Band-Aid box and whatnot. There's a duct for the vent for the outside. The steering wheel's in good shape. It's got the Jeep emblem in the center. The seats are original. They've never been recovered. They are, however, split, especially there on the driver's side. The rear seat's in very good shape. The rear fender wells almost looks like tubbed fender wells like you'd see in a race car, but that's how they made them back in the day. That's original paint there on the interior. This top is removable. Some people were asking about that. Really, it's a three-man job to do it right. But you can do it with two people if you're careful. Just don't want to damage the top. The windows roll down nice. I like that it's got the original hubcaps. It's got the hole so you can lock and unlock your hubs. The shocks have been replaced, and these are a gas adjust shock. The previous owner actually did a disc brake conversion, which that's a really good add. Does have a battery that's fairly new, it's from 2020, so it's 2 years old. That's probably how long I've had it. The glass is good going down the side. It's all got the original logos, which show that it is the original glass. Even the windshield is original. And that's another thing that leads me to believe the miles are pretty accurate. The windshield's not all beat up. It does have a couple little chips and a couple little stone chips, but it did get towed with a tow bar back and forth from Kansas to Colorado a few times. Going around to the back, it's got a very original 1996 date code mud grip tire. Underneath the tire is the jack and some tools. You can see them in the picture, but you can see all the metal back here is good up until about the last 4 inches, and somebody put some fiberglass down, which I personally don't care for. It was just kind of a patch, but the leading edge here, there is some rot. The tailgate, remarkably, is really in excellent shape. These lenses, it says cat's eye. It's got the date on them is 1966. So Jeep probably had them in stock for a long time and just continued to use them. These latches are pretty cool. Old school stuff that works forever. I love it. It's got a little trailer hitch on the back. Same thing on this taillight. The date code is 1966. The bumper's in good shape. The rear differential on these is a little Dana rear end. Does have a dent in the gas tank, probably from going elk hunting in Colorado. Still got the antique Kansas tag on it. There's a little ding right here. There's a place right here. The quarter panel. Gas cap looks original. Looks like it's probably been dropped a few times. Looks like there was a couple little holes right here that were filled in with silicone. The door panels are in good shape. They got the correct hardware on them. Latches are all good. Let's start it up. Showing 52,156 miles. I love the sound of the Dauntless V6. I've had a couple CJ5s with the Dauntless motor. It's really a pretty torquey little engine. Great for a lightweight vehicle. You can see where the exhaust comes out the front, wraps around to clear the steering box. Looks like the water pump has been replaced at some point. On the exhaust we put a little glass pack just to give a little bit of sound. There's a little bit of surface rust right there on that seam. Little rub mark here. But overall, a pretty good survivor for 1968 Commando. In fact, I'm going to turn the lights on. Let's see what they look like. There's the park lights, the wipers. Looks like the headlights are on. I don't see the marker lights. There's the left turn signal. Let's check the right turn signal. You can see that the right turn signal is working. And possibly these running lights aren't running lights, they're just turn signals. Let me try this one real quick. Yeah, maybe they're just, apparently they're just turn signals and not running lights. I like that on the back of this headlight, it's still got the little stamp from the factory. There's just a lot of things that are just very, very original on this little Commando. But happy bidding on Bring a Trailer. Hope she gets a good home, and I hope you keep it original. One guy emailed me and said he was looking for one to make a kind of a rock crawler build out of it. Of course, it's a great platform to do that, but it would be a shame to take one that's this original and do that to it. But have a great day. I'm Bronco Bob, wishing you happy trails and good luck with the bidding, and somebody's going to get a sweet Jeep Commando 1968 vintage.